Hello humans, today, we can put some quarters on it. Let's get a little R&R. I was gonna say, stay tuned to the end of the video for a sneak peek. Definitely watch this. Check out the series on Frank. Okay, get the skylark here. Remind me not to do these anymore. So I made a piece, bent it a little bit. I'm gonna slide it inside here. Oh, I got that piece in there. I can make another one. All right, made a piece for that side too. We also call this Timmy's Tips. I welded that one in. Something else I always do, I have my mini blaster. I always clean up my welds before I grind it down. Gets all the soot out of there. Just something an old friend of mine, body guy, he passed away recently. He always did that, and I don't know, I do it because he did it on the old restorations. I sandblasted it. So I'm welding this together, and it couldn't get it out far enough, so I'm like, oh, I have an idea. I welded the screwdriver to it, and I pulled it back out. Now I'll weld it nice and tight. So yeah, so I welded it nice and tight. Hopefully I can get this off. I hit it real quick. Look at that, nice and tight now. Beautiful. I amaze myself sometimes. All right, so if you look at the last picture, it's a little different. So I cut more into this, got that ready, got the quarter sitting where I want it. I was crimping my edge over here. I got that all prepped. So everything's ready on this side. I fixed the wheelhouse, that's ready. This is up over here. Right there, I welded that piece in, that piece in. And I cut everything else out of this side. That's what we're gonna do. All right, so I'm gonna cut that right now. I got all my sheets of steel over here. I'm epoxy priming them, get them ready for when I need to cut and use my sheet metal. But I don't know if you guys know this, but sometimes I'm on. And I don't know if you know what that means, but sometimes I'm just on. Robin Williams was like that, just on. Sometimes I'm on all the time. I'm sure it's not fun for people. I'm sure I'm exhausting. I'm sure my friends think, he's a bit much. I've had enough of Timmy today. Too much Timmy. Nope. All right. Got Brian helping me hold the quarter panel on, because they don't just fit cording. You gotta always make stuff fit. Stuff just doesn't fit. And grind a little at the bottom. Brian doesn't want to get up. Okay, so I got my line pretty good. So once I get my line there, always you need your line against your panel first, then you can go back. So I think I'm good. I get it on, I'm gonna start welding. Okay, so I'm holding it, going about 4 finger lengths apart. Hold it in, holding it tight. And then after I do this all the way across, I'll come in and go between this, each one, and then I'll probably go between each one again, and then I'll start doing a stitch here, a stitch, staggering my stitches as I go. Okay, started. So now, I just kind of went back and forth, each one, middle of each one, middle of each one. Okay, I was head this far apart, then I went across, I was this far apart. Yep, so I got my stitches. See how I got a stitch? I didn't just, every so often. Now I'll go back, let that cool, blow it off, and I'll do some more stitches. All right, so we did another round of stitches again. See how I did that one in between, kind of in between. Okay, so, because that's what I say all the time. So there we are. I welded everything. After I welded it, I sandblasted it. I saw the little spot that I missed. You couldn't see it. A couple little spots where I forgot to weld. So sandblasted it. Now I'm going to take this wonderful thing and grind everything flat. I like this tool because it gets everything nice and flat. And I'll show you this if I can get to it. A little disc screws into there. I'll grind everything flat.
I don't know what the heck is going on with the rooster today. He's in rare form. Here he is again. Also, the thing about restoration stuff for other people, like this I'm doing for somebody else, why I don't want to do them anymore. Like stuff like this quarter panel that I'm putting on this car here, it's not straight. You got to body work the whole thing. It's not like if you get a quarter panel for like a Chevelle, they're nice, straight. This is a Buick Skylark. They didn't make many of these things, so they kind of make a quarter panel that it's okay, but you got to body work the whole side of it instead of just welding it on and being, scuffing it and painting it. No, not this one. No, this thing is work. So I don't really want to do these anymore for some other people. My stuff, I'll do it because that's what I want to do. I want to retire and do all my own stuff and body work the hell out of my stuff. So I go over it and I feel, make sure I don't feel any little waves or high spot. If I feel a high spot, there's one right there or not, right here. Massage it just a little, you don't have to slam it. There we go, that's better. Sometimes you'll feel a little high spot here or there. Nice little baby tap. It's all welded up. I still got to weld around the bottom here. But I'm going to put some fiberglass on there. It's got a seam all the way down. Put some fiberglass. I just thought I pressed record. Anyways, what I did, get it all on there. All the way down. Like that. And then go on all the way across. Clean it up. Anyways, it was a marker light that they had. This is the wrong year quarter. That's all they had. I make it for a 69, not a 68. But, so it had like an indent right there. I had to shrink it. So, there we go. My wife always says, back up and show it. There you go. If you buy something, say you buy something, well, the guy's already painted it, did everything to it. Looks nice. Did it in his garage, whatever. Don't buy it, because it's going to look like crap 6 months down the road. Because if they don't know what they're doing, do it out of their garage, don't have the proper equipment, the paint's going to start doing funky stuff, baby. Man, you don't want that. Find something that somebody hasn't painted or got prepped or got ready to put in primer. More than likely, if they primed it in their garage, you're going to have issues down the road. And you might as well just strip everything off with that they just did. Because they don't have the water separator, the oil separator, the dryer, the extra dryer for your paint time, and they don't have this right there. 35 years of this. Knowledge. All right, so I got this one running. Fuel pump died on me, or something died on me the last time. It starts up, but as soon as I touch the gas, it shuts off. So yes, if you have an idea what's wrong with this car, like I still start, as soon as I touch the gas, like just at idle, just shuts right off. Shuts off. Please help me. If you know what it might be, some suggestion, leave it in the comments. I am so happy that my friend Chris gives me this great stuff to work on, like this wonderful spoiler that needs all kinds of, straightening and this and that. He really looks, he really looks out for me, gives me stuff to do, this great stuff. He's such a nice friend. I shouldn't give him too much crap. He does give me car parts for my cars, so yeah, they're junk, but I like junk because one man's junk is another man's junk. So what I used to do with Chris is I would give him parts and he'd hold on to them for a while, like a few years. Then he'd give them back to me and then I'd hold on to them for a few years. And then sometimes he'd get them back or sometimes vice versa or whatever. We'd just trade junk back and forth and we'd just hold on to it for a while. Except for eventually I got most of it back. Because he realized it was junk. Tim, who's this Chris? You'll have to go back and see. I did a Monte Carlo for him. I did a Monte Carlo for 2 people. But a restoration. I did a whole restoration for one guy, my friend Chris. That's who Chris is. Go back and look in other episodes. He pops up. Literally. Thanks for watching. Ooh, don't forget, subscribe, it's free. Like to be continued in the next episode. Did you make it to the end? Here's your sneak peek. Okay, so I'm just getting out of the shower.